Welcome to vPerfect CS. I am Vinay Rana, an Odoo implementation consultant. Our team delivers practical Odoo ERP implementation, custom applications, integration, and business automation. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for Odoo tutorials and product demonstrations. In this video, we will take a deep dive into Odoo Agent Pro Kit. I will explain why this project exists, the problem it solves, how the architecture works from host to micro VM, and the value it brings to the Odoo developer and partner community. Let us get started. So what problem does this project solve? Today, when Odoo developers use AI coding agents like Copilot, Cursor, or Claude Code, those agents run directly on the developer host. They share the same databases, ports, file systems, Python environments, and Git working trees. If you run two agents on two different modules at the same time, they can corrupt each other's databases, overwrite each other's files, and create port conflicts. A failed or untrusted task can damage the entire host environment. This project solves that by providing a reproducible, isolated sandbox for every single agent session. The Odoo Agent Pro Kit is an open source toolkit licensed under Apache 2.0 that gives every AI coding agent its own isolated Docker sandbox. Think of it as a micro VM that contains a complete Odoo environment, its own PostgreSQL database, its own Odoo server, its own Git worktree, its own ports, logs, and progress state. The kit supports Odoo 17, 18, and 19 simultaneously. It works with Codex, Claude Code, Cursor, VS Code, GitHub Copilot, and Antigravity right out of the box. Everything is version pinned using immutable Docker image digests so that every session starts from an identical, reproducible baseline. Let us break down the architecture layer by layer. At the outermost layer, we have the developer host machine. When you create a new sandbox session, the system provisions a lightweight micro VM using Docker Sandbox. Each micro VM gets a unique, immutable session ID that stays constant throughout the session lifecycle. Inside the micro VM, the system creates an isolated Git worktree with its own branch dedicated to that module task. Shared reference repositories are attached as read-only mounts so the micro VM can never modify the host workspace. Inside the micro VM, the real magic happens with Docker Compose. Each session runs a Compose project containing two services, PostgreSQL and Odoo. The Odoo server is built from version-pinned images locked by immutable cryptographic digests, not mutable tags. This means Odoo 17, 18, and 19 each had their own Docker file, their own database volume, their own file store, and their own configuration. Custom module source code lives in the Git worktree and is bind-mounted into the Odoo container. Generated data, database files, and runtime caches are confined to session private volumes that are destroyed when the session ends. The third architectural pillar is the Sandbox CTL command interface. AI agents cannot be given raw shell access to a stateful Odoo system. That would be a direct path to data corruption. Instead, the Sandbox CTL acts as a firewall between the agent and the database. It exposes only 6 deterministic operations: create, status, exec, logs, module actions, and destroy. All module lifecycle commands like install, update, and test go through manage modules.sh, which handles environment resolution, error detection, and machine-readable result output. This strict API boundary prevents agent hallucinations from corrupting the underlying Odoo state. This project was built in 8 rigorous phases, each with live tests and strict exit gates. Phase 0 validated the fundamental assumptions about Docker Sandbox capabilities and Odoo image availability. Phase 1 proved a working Odoo 19 runtime with PostgreSQL inside a micro VM. Phase 2 extended it to Odoo 17 and 18, testing both XML-RPC and JSON-RPC protocols. Phase 3 integrated the existing skill system, module manager, and lifecycle commands. Phase 4 added agent templates and IDE adapters for Codex, Claude Code, Cursor, and VS Code. Phase 5 introduced bounded concurrent sessions so multiple agents can work on different modules simultaneously without resource conflicts. Phase 6 added observability, session logs, diagnostic collection, recovery, and structured error reporting. Phase 7 handled release automation, platform validation, upgrade and rollback procedures, and capacity measurement. Phase 8 was the ultimate proof point. It proved that the complete skill-orchestrated migration pipeline runs correctly end-to-end inside a Docker Sandbox micro VM. The team used a real VPCS Cloud App Store module as the test case, not a synthetic fixture. The pilot module completed all 10 sequence steps, including plan analysis, coding, testing, live browser verification, documentation, and a fresh session context handoff resume test. This phase also discovered and fixed a real pipeline gap where manage modules.sh could report a false success when Odoo silently skips an unresolvable dependency. The kit includes a powerful skill and command system. Skills like Odoo Tools 17, 18, and 19 provide version-specific development utilities. The Odoo Custom App Install Update skill handles module lifecycle. The commanding system orchestrates the / commands, plan analysis, start coding, and testing. Each skill is loaded dynamically based on the target Odoo version, and a context guard monitors token usage to ensure smooth context handoff between sessions. For individual Odoo developers, this kit is a game changer. You can run multiple AI agents on different modules simultaneously without worrying about database conflicts or port collisions. Every session is reproducible. The same code, the same database state, the same Odoo version. When a session fails, the diagnostic logs are automatically collected and the session can be rebuilt from scratch in seconds. You can test your module on Odoo 17, 18, and 19 from the same machine with zero configuration conflicts. For Odoo partners and consultancies, this kit enables team-scale autonomous development. A fleet orchestrator can allocate one sandbox per module task, track progress through machine-readable manifests, and gate the pipeline on test results. The commercial roadmap includes a partner team edition with fleet orchestration, dashboards, and organization features. But the community edition already provides the complete single session workflow that proves the concept works. Getting started is straightforward. Clone the repository, run bootstrap.sh to set up your environment, then run script/validate.sh to verify everything works. From there, you can create your first sandbox session, install a module, run tests, and see the complete lifecycle in action. The repository includes detailed documentation for every phase, every decision, and every live test result. If this project is useful to you, start the repository on GitHub, try it out with your own modules, and share your feedback. The project is open source under Apache 2.0 and contributions are welcome. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more Odoo development, AI agents, and business automation content. Thank you for watching. This has been a deep dive into Odoo Agent Pro Kit by vPerfect CS. For more content on Odoo development, AI agents, and business automation, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.